how long should my episode be? How long should the listener's episode be? And so here's the best answer that I've had over the past little while. And I want to share it with you today because I know you're probably thinking about it. You probably want to know. And how long should it be? It should be as long as it takes to give good value. So I am recording a few solo episodes today. And I block out about I block out on average about 30 minutes for each solo episode. And I got 5 or 6 that I'm recording today. So I can really batch them and record more than I need to produce so I can have a bank account of episodes. And as I sit here and as I record these episodes, how long am I doing them? Well, I'm trying to keep them as short as I can, as long as my listener, as long as you still get the value. So I try to cut it down, condense it, make it fast, but also make sure that everyone listening understands exactly what the point was for the podcast. They got takeaways. They've got something that they need to do after the podcast. When I do that for you, it's going to support you to have a good episode. Another thing that I try to do is I add a little bit of humor. So how I do that when I'm doing a solo episode is generally I am willing to laugh at myself when I make a mistake, and I make a lot of freaking mistakes. Another thing that I do is I try really, really hard to just be myself and not to be stressed or needing to impress anybody by speaking intellectually, because that's not me. That's not who I am at all. So I try to just have to remind myself, and some people say, that's weird. You shouldn't have to tell yourself to be yourself. You could just be yourself. It's not that easy for me. And I'm venturing to say, maybe for you, it also isn't that easy, because we tend to want to put on the best face. We tend to want to impress people. And with that in mind, sometimes when we put up an episode, if we make a mistake or if we kind of trip over our words, then we get stressed because we're saying to ourselves, I'm failing. I'm not being perfect. I should stop this. I should re-record. And then we record like all of these different things, and it takes forever. So one of the ways that I do that is I try to be myself. Another thing that I'll do to try to keep it short, but also have you have the value, is I use stories.